จีสวัสดีค่ะทุกคน Welcome to We Need to Talk podcast talk show ภาษาอังกฤษสำหรับคนไทยที่ชอบใช้ภาษาอังกฤษ We Need to Talk live นะคะ and I'm your host Bosa Vitri as usual and today we have Nong Ji with us. Welcome Nong Ji.
ขอบคุณค่ะพี่โบ So honored to be here but I'm not today
Why are you here? Why
วั
are
นนี้
you
นะคะ
here? Tell us.
วันนี้จีจะมาขายของแทนพี่วิกค่ะทุกคน because there's a really big event tomorrow if the 23 of you doesn't know tomorrow we're having a free webinar for everyone นี่ค่ะนี่ขึ้นรูปให้เลยขึ้นสไลด์เลยเนาะก็จะเป็นเวบินาร์ที่
Go ahead.
Sorry มันจะเป็นเวบินาร์ที่เหมาะสำหรับคนที่อยากพูดภาษาอังกฤษมากๆค่ะ because like here
so
we have
I heard Sorry, I heard it with PB and PWin, right? And lately they talked about public speaking a lot in several episodes on KND. And I heard that you guys already have some members from KND Club signing up to participate live tomorrow. But here's the chance for all of our listeners who are listening and who aren't going to be participating live in the session with them, but they can also participate along with them, right, Nong Ji?
Yes, exactly. Because we have limited seats for everyone who wants to participate, but for next time, if you want to participate, you can join us in our KD Club in Clan. มันจะเป็นแบบ YouTube subscription ให้คนเนี่ยได้มาเป็น Bilingual Community กับเรานะคะก็ใครเนี่ยถ้าอยากมาเล่นคราวหน้าเนาะถ้าอยากมาเล่นกับพี่วิกกับพี่วินเลยเนี่ยก็ต้องมาสมัคร KD Club กันเยอะๆนะคะ
How do we join, Nong Ji?
How do we join? Basically, you can join by clicking the join button. มันจะมีปุ่ม join ข้างๆปุ่ม subscribe ค่ะก็กด join ได้เลยแล้วก็ support เราจะเป็น the tribe หรือ the clan ก็ได้นะคะก็นั่นแหละค่ะเป็นวิธีการร่วมแล้วก็ในทุกๆเดือนก็จะมี exclusive content แล้วก็จะมีอย่างเงี้ย free webinar มีคลาสมีอะไรพวกเนี้ยให้ทุกคนได้มา join กันเลยค่ะ
ค่ะฉะนั้นพรุ่งนี้นะคะใครที่อยากจะมาทำกิจกรรมเหล่านี้ไปด้วยนะคะที่เกี่ยวกับเรื่องของ public speaking นะคะเห็นเขาจะบอกจะมีเล่นเกมเกี่ยวกับ word association แล้วก็มี PREP technique so if you want to do that along with Pwin Pbig and our participants tomorrow you could join us here on KND Studio YouTube channel at 1 to 3 p.m. so come and join us
come and join us ก็นั่นเลยค่ะจีก็รีบค่ะแล้วกันเนอะเพราะมีคนเนี่ยคอมเมนต์อยากเจอพี่อูนแล้วอยากเจอแกสวันนี้กันแล้วเยอะมากเลย
เย้โอเค thank you น้องดี
ขอบคุณมากค่ะขอดึงแกสขึ้นมาเลยบาย
welcome ค่ะน้องอูน Diamond Gray
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ thank you for joining us
ตื่นเต้นเลย
ตื่นเต้นสบายๆเหมือนคุยที่บ้านเพราะเราอยู่บ้านกันทั้งคู่เราคุยอยู่บ้าน
แล้วคือบีวันนี้ที่เขาบอกว่า I'm excited so should we start in English or just go ahead in Thai I don't know
sure normally we just speaking in English since the beginning but you can do whatever you want because we switch back and forth I mean whatever you're comfortable with because I could do both too so
okay
yeah
so thank you so much for inviting me it's so great and I'm at home right now and in my pajamas and hopefully everybody gets something out of me today
I love it hey you gotta be comfortable
okay
can I show you I'm wearing sweatpants
me too oh my
God I'm wearing sweatpants
me too
yes sweatpants club I mean hey it's the
right
life but so what are we drinking tonight
I am drinking okay please allow me to introduce this Slurry Juice which is 100% like celery like straight out of the the leaves and everything so basically this is my kind of detox drink and usually I drink it every single morning but tonight is special so I'm gonna drink it before we talk
okay and what should we who are we gonna toast to tonight before you drink it
let's toast to the people who are listening here tonight and hopefully to just everybody.
Okay cheers
Cheers
บอกแบรนด์หน่อยสิคะบอกแบรนด์หน่อยสิคะ
อ๋อทุกผักฉ่ำความหอมค่ะแล้วก็ไม่เพนค่ะโมเลกุลจีค่ะออร่าโซเชียลและโมเลกุลจีและโฮมดูไหมคะค่ะ
ครบมาก cheers
Cheers ค่ะ
okay I'm having spearmint tea tonight so it's very chill all
I love
we
your
have
cup,
some
by the way.
comments thank you it's Chip from Beauty and the Beast and it has a little chip on the cup too it's so cute
Yeah, the ship is so cute.
says พี่อุ่นน่ารักรอเจอพี่อุ่นเลยค่ะเห็นไหมมีแฟนๆมารอด้วย you got some fans waiting for you น้องอุ่น
Thank you so much. Actually, a lot of people are wondering if this tastes okay. Let me tell you, it's not. It tastes like
I love the honesty okay go
it
on
tastes like it doesn't taste good, but you have to drink it anyway because nothing is better than this. I mean, like, you know, literally this is like detox juice, so don't expect it to be like sweet or anything. No.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
creamy,
so-
right? It's gonna but I like celery. I like to put celery in my smoothies too because I feel like it gives that fresh, like refreshing sense to it. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I've never tried pure celery.
Let me send you some.
Oh,
You
thank
have to experience this. Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have a good night. That's what it's gonna detox the whole night.
Absolutely. I'm gonna maybe I couldn't even sleep. I don't know. Usually I drink in the morning and then like an hour after, you know, you kind of like detox. But like tonight, I have no idea. This never happened. So
เนี่ยมีบอกพี่อุ่นเห็นไหมมีคนแบบว่าแชทเข้ามาถึงน้องอุ่นเยอะแยะเลยค่ะ so prior to this we okay let me first start off by telling you I'm such a fan of both your brand and of you
thank you so much.
personally I've seen videos of you on social media and your story is very inspiring in so many ways see I got goosebumps
Thank you.
I'm not even like goosebumps
Oh, me too.
but your story is very inspiring but your story is very inspiring and like I'm 30 something years old and I feel like I even get like a fire in me lights up when I hear your story and I feel like I want to start something like I want to do something that I'm passionate about and you know you worked your butt off for this
Yeah.
and I was starting to tell you backstage how much I love your brand about 4 years ago when I traveled to the US I brought diamond grains both the granola and the congee โจ๊กอะค่ะที่เป็นซองเอาไปฝากเพื่อนที่อเมริกาค่ะ I brought them to my best friend in America and she loved it too so I wanted to share with her you know the good
Thank you
stuff
so
that you
much.
make and so this is how we knew you speak English really well is from this TikTok video that our producer saw okay so let's take a look at that video we have it
Oh, you have a footage? Oh my goodness. Okay.
yes
Due to my Miss Universe content, I saw a lot of foreigners' comments, especially the one from Latin countries. So please hear me out. I've never met at your country. I love the people and the color, and I think whatever
You tell
happens in Universe stays within Miss Universe. So if you use the translation program to translate my context or my video, some of the content might be misunderstood. So I can confirm to you that even though like Thai people are mad with the results or maybe other Asian countries or whoever are mad with the results, I believe that we are all grown-ups who can separate the issues with the actual countries and the people.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of pageants too I love
Yeah, me
pageants.
too.
Do you mind talking a little bit about what happened prior to
Yeah.
that video? What has been mistranslated? What happened
Okay,
prior to
so
that?
when you make TikTok videos, it's just 3 minutes maximum, right? So what I did was I tried to react to the results of Miss Universe, Miss Thailand. No, actually Miss Universe, the big one. The Miss Universe results last year, I thought it was unfair. In my heart, I don't know if it is or not, but for me, it is unfair. And it is very obvious. And usually when things go that obvious, it gets it gets on my nerve. It's like I have to say something. So basically on that night, I was waiting and waiting for the live broadcast here in Thailand for the Miss Universe pageant show, right? And then I think not only for Thai people to be shocked that Amanda wasn't even in top 5, you know, like the Philippines and everybody is like, what? Like, why? What happened? And the winner was like, you know, she was qualified, but it is obvious that maybe the results was unfair. So I speak out. And so what I did was I speak out, but without explanation why I said it or why I feel such way that it is unfair. So maybe the country of the pageant, who is the winner, felt kind of, you know, attacked, but it wasn't my intention. And I knew it in my heart that if I wasn't explaining just like the video that I did, a lot of people would be misunderstanding my intention. So what I tried to do was like to explain that I'm not trying to attack a person or a country. I'm trying to, you know, voice out my opinion about the pageant and how it is maybe unfair. And so, you know, when people come back and see the content, they might see that explanation and, you know, things might get a little bit understandable, I guess. So that's what I did. It's always what I did on TikTok whenever I felt the audience might be misunderstanding or what I said might be, you know, kind of klum klua. So yeah, I made another video on the same video that I did, so people understand my intention. But it is okay if they hate me, or it is gonna be all right if they don't like me or something like that. But I'll never want anybody to misunderstood what I'm trying to say. So yeah.
And your English is so good.
Thank you so much.
Did you go to a Thai school or an international school, or how is your English really, really good?
Yeah.
I know you went abroad to America for like a year.
Yeah.
Ago, right?
So basically from first grade to, you know,ม.3 I don't know what grade it is, butม.3 ก็คือตั้งแต่เกิดยัน
10th grade, I think.
Yes. Thai school only. Just Thai school. Yeah. 100% Thai school, never been into, you know, any international in school or even bilingual, just Thai, like regular Thai school. But then onม.4 or sophomore year, it's grade 10 ไหมคะ sophomore year ก็คือ
sophomore is 10th grade.
10. Soม.4 I flew to the US and studied there for a year. And planning on coming back and go to international school, but you know, my family are kind of like heartbroken. So what I did was like, no, international school is like $1 million per year. And I'm like, no. So what I did was I took GED test and then I go ahead and skipม.5 andม.6 and enter Chulalongkorn University. Yeah, and so I have no education on grade 11 and 12. ก็คือบอกว่า skip 2 years and studied in Chulalongkorn University, but international program though.
Your English is like really good, and I always say this all the time too. I feel like I mean, I grew up going to a Thai school too. I feel like you don't have, especially nowadays with YouTube and with so many media outlets that could help you. You don't need to go to an international school to be really good in English.
Exactly.
And you're such a good example of that.
Thank you so much.
So now we need to talk about your businesses.
Yes, businesses.
So right now you have 5 right now. Yes. As we all know, as you mentioned earlier, we have Diamond Grains, we have Molecology. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you got it.
ผักฉ่ำคำหอม Aurora's Potion, and Home to My Heart.
Yes.
Can we please talk a little bit about each one of them, and how did you get started on each one, and in what order? So many, so inspiring. Okay, go please.
Actually, first one is Diamond Grains, of course. A lot of people know me by Diamond Grains. So Diamond Grains is like the very, very first business that I did. it's under the same company though, all of the brands. But Diamond Grain started first, and then we produced granola and also a lot of healthy snacks by Diamond Grains. And then actually a lot of people think that 5 brands comes and go, like come from the first year, second year, third year. No, Diamond Grains stays for about 7 years, and then the other 4 come on the 7th year. So basically I got 4 brands launched in the same exact year, which is last year.
Wow, that's a lot. Were you bored during quarantine or something? You're like, okay, I gotta like
Exactly.
I'm stuck at home. I'm just gonna.
I've got no.
all these
It's
things.
actually what happened was, it's not only bored, but I'm scared to death. Like I'm scared to death. Like it's a lot of what if. Like what if COVID got our business to be broke? What if our staff doesn't have any money? What if I have to like fire people? I don't want to do that. Well, like, you know, I have no idea what's gonna go after. So what I did was that I replanned everything. At first, I thought, okay, it's gonna be all right. I can just wait, and maybe everything's gonna be back to business. But no. From the first 2 months of COVID, what I did was I tried to figure out like, okay, what should I do first? So basically, I cut off everything that actually is killing us inside. Basically, the business that have to depends on, you know, people going to malls and supermarket and stuff like that. So I cut off one brand, which names is Diamond Grains Bowl. Actually, that is like a dessert shop that we had in the mall. And we shut it all down, 6 branches all together in 1 month. It's actually heartbroken for me.
Yeah.
It's
They're like your babies.
Yeah, it is my baby. And it's actually, it is a lot of people babies because we have employees. You know, we have employees that they have babies, like real babies that I have to take care of. And if we shut down the business, what happened was we have to find another job for them. And that's why the other brands comes up. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people doesn't know
Okay.
that Pak Cham Kham Hom and Aura's Potion actually comes up because I have a lot of knowledge. Like I go to, you know, I have a lot of certifications. I have, you know, I am a nutritional therapist. I have a certifications on supplements, but I cannot do anything for my staff and employees, and that I hate that feeling. So what I did is that I tried to come up with another business for them to stay with us and maybe can still grow with us. And that's the first intention. And I didn't know anything much because it's such a short period of time to decide what to do, you know. And we don't have a lot of money, to be honest with you. Like even though we have a lot of money to stay in business, but we don't have a lot of money to hold on to everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I did was I tried to put in small amount of money first into smaller business, such as Pak Cham Kham Hom. We only need 1 kitchen, just 1 simple kitchen outside of the malls or outside of the city places. So the rent was not too high. And just come up with another idea for maybe to please the customer and make it fit into the environment of, you know, having COVID and everything. And at first, it doesn't even have any kind of right concept. It just started because I want the staff and members to stay together. And then when we changed from the regular kitchen home cook concept to vegetarian concept, it just worked out like that.
Wow. See, I think it's because you do everything out of passion, whether it's passion for what you're doing or what you're working on or for the people you're working with. And I think as a consumer, we could feel that. And that's what make us trust your brand. And earlier when when you were drinking your celery juice, we could feel your honesty.
Thank you so much.
Makes us trust your brand. And that's what makes you so successful. It's the passion, you know. That's why a lot of people admire you and find what you're doing is very inspirational. And I've read in it. I mean, I've seen an interview where you said before you got to this point, you failed so many times, and and for you to get to this point, you had to get back up and try again and get back up and try again.
Exactly.
So in the eyes of the other people looking at you, they would see a young and very talented entrepreneur businesswoman who is very successful and who also leads a very, very happy life. But I want to know for yourself, to you, what are the 3 words that you would use to define yourself?
First, stubborn. Really, really stubborn. Like, I don't know why, but I am very stubborn, which means do mad. Second, I think I am understanding. Very, very understanding. Third, stubborn, understanding, and maybe I have no ego. I have no ego. I don't care about how people look at me and think. I have no place where I want to be, if you know what I mean. It is really hard to explain it, but I say it because last time I met a person, and then she asked me whether she knows that I have a passion. She knows what I like, but she started to ask me, like, what is your dream? Right? Which is like simple for a lot of people. Like, you might say, like, my dream is to be this and that. And I was like, I don't think I've ever had a dream for myself, ever. So that is, I am dreamless. That's what I would say to you. So I am quite dreamless.
I'm kind of like the opposite. I'm like such a dreamer. I'm like โลกสวยแล้วแบบฟุ้งฝัน but just to backtrack a little bit, do you want to talk more about each one of your brand, all the 5 brands, and what they're about?
Of course.
I know you've mentioned Diamond Grains already, and then
already, right?
Yeah. So what are the other 3? Like, and what do you do with each one of them?
Okay, so Aura's Potion is quite the same because I'm interested in herbs. So I started to do herbal courses from, places. And so for Aura's Potion is the same thing. It's like extract anything from herbs and then put it in the product, whether it's going to be beauty or drinks or stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of changes next year for Aura's Potion. It's going to be bigger and a lot of products will come out from this brand. It came out like only, I think, 2 months after Pak Chap Ham Hom. It started from smaller kitchen as well. So, when you got like COVID and situations like that, things started from small and small and small. It's not like, okay, I'm going to make like big brands and I'm going to enter in like big supermarkets. Such thing like that is not happening anymore. And next one is Molecology. So Molecology is this one. It's what took a lot of my time these days. So because it's science versus aesthetic. So when you put science in another perspective, a lot of people look at science with a nerdy eye, but that's not what I would say. Like, when you talk about science, you get like, oh, biology, no, like, right.
But
like
you
that.
love it, right?
But I love it. The reasons why I love it is because just what I told you. อุ่นไม่ได้เรียนม.5 ม.6 So the educations in the US is not the same with the ones in Thailand. In the US, they studied like 1 year biology, 1 year physics, 1 year chemistry. So what I miss is I have no idea about chemistry and physics, and I don't know why people hate it so much. Like a lot of people hate it, like ตารางธาตุand stuff like that. But because I haven't had that kind of experience in school, when I touch it and when I know its concept the way I want it to be, it's fun. So that's why molecology started to came up, and then it starts to see beauty in science. Like science make me feel like anything could be fixed. Like for example, if you want like longer hair, I know what to do with it. If you know science, you know, like if you know science, you know what to do with maybe skin problems, brain problems. If you know science, you can fix everything. And there's proof as well. It's not just like, you know, you can come up with the ideas and there's no proof. No, science needs to be proof. So I love that.
Wait, so why did you choose to major in Nitet at Jula? How come you didn't pick something in the science field?
Because a lot of people ask me what I like, right? A lot of people might think that, okay, I have to choose what you like to be in the university and maybe to be successful in your life. But for me, I have no idea. Like when I have to choose my faculty, literally like actually I got into, because I apply every single faculty like EBA, BBA, Nitet. And actually I got into EBA and I got actually I can enter a lot of them. But then my dad come into my room one day and he said, I don't think you fit with math. But I see you and I saw the personality and you should go to Nitet. And I was like, really? And I have no idea Nitet สอนอะไรไม่รู้คือบอกว่า I have no idea about Nitet at all. I just know that Nitet try to teach you about communication on third year in college. So คือไม่เคยรู้เลยว่านิเทศสอนอะไรแต่อุ่นแบบ a lot of people thought that I have a vivid dreams and you know idea and goals and I don't have it, you know. So I just go with the flow and the flow said I have to choose Nitet, so I choose Nitet and you know make the best out of it. So you know.
And now you're learning more about science on your own, which is
exactly
cool.
Right.
Yes. And now your Home to My Heart brand.
Yeah.
What about that one?
So the last brand, right? It's the last brand that we haven't mentioned. So Home to My Heart come later. I think because I already fulfilled a lot of what I like science, I got it. Herbs, I got it. Food, healthy food, I got it. But one thing that I am the most passionate about, I would say, is the concept of people being accepted no matter what. It is like my core value is for people to accept me for who I am. So I would love that for other people. That's why Home to My Heart came up. The meaning behind Home to My Heart is that I believe that we all have our soul, right? And whatever outside of our home, whatever outside of our heart is the home to our heart. And a lot of people trying to mess with it. For example, I might say, Kun Bo, you look so pretty, and you're gonna feel like, whoa, right? But then one day I might come up to somebody and you know say mean things to them when that shouldn't happen, you know. So I want to make something to be a place for people to be comfortable in their own skin. So that's why Home to My Heart came up. A lot of people thought it might be like, you know, fashion brand or aesthetic brand or maybe makeup brand, but no. I just tried to make a place for a lot of people to fit in and be sure to accept other people no matter what. That's Home to My Heart.
And self-love, right?
Yes, exactly. Self-love. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of us know you. Oh, someone said.
Oh, Nong Ing, Nong Ing.
Talk,ครับ.
Nong Ing, do you know Nong Ing?
Wait.
So Nong Ing, this comment, Nong Ing, Ing CK, Ing CK, Nong Ingนะคะ Nong Ing is actually a YouTuber. He is he is very professional with his details in skincare and beauty items. And if you go to his channel, he talks about, you know, ingredients and whatever is actually inside the ingredients of the skincare and beauty products, and you would love that. Yeah, visit him. Yeah.
Okay. For all of those of you who want to know what's in your skincare, what are good ingredients and what are not, go
Exactly.
watch Nong Ink's channel, please.
Yeah.
And okay, so a lot of us know you from อายุน้อยร้อยล้าน right? So what's the price of becoming a young millionaire? How does doing business change you? I don't think it changed you because you're still doing it. Anyways, can you elaborate on that? Sorry.
Okay. I think actually I just had an interview with อายุน้อยร้อยล้าน which just update my life for like I didn't notice that I went to อายุน้อยร้อยล้านfor 5 years already. It's crazy, right? 5 years already.
Time
It's
flies.
like amazing. Like, oh my goodness. And they asked me the same questions. And what I said was I don't feel changed. Like I don't feel like I am changed, but I am experienced. And the experience taught me to be calm and also understanding, and also it opens my eyes to a lot of the things that I haven't seen before. And also the most valuable things that I got from it is that I realized that you cannot take life too seriously. Like, you know, when you take things too seriously, you become it, which, you know, I don't define myself as อายุน้อยร้อยล้าน, even other people does. So what I did is just that I stay here and do my jobs. I'm just trying to be the best CEO that I could be. And maybe one day that I die, someone will take care of the position that I had right now and do it better, even better than me. So I don't hold on to things as much. I don't care about, you know, because I am at the place where money is not my priority anymore. It's really hard to say that, but it is. Like, I know that I just realized that if I look back 5 or 6 years ago, I don't have this money that I had. I'm not in this big house. I don't have my collection of Disney that I had right now, but I have the same happiness that I had 6 or 7 years ago, which confirmed to me that money might buy me convenience, but money couldn't buy me happiness. So once I found that, I just try my best doing my job. I'm not trying to go beyond no one or go fight with anybody. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself, and I am happy. Yeah.
เอามงไปเลยค่ะมอบมงค่ะเอามงไปเลย
and Scotchley. Yeah. Yeah.
ต้องได้นะปีนี้ต้องมงสามมาแน่ๆ
ต้องมงสามมาแล้วค่ะ Yeah.
ใช่ค่ะ Someone said I love everything you are. You are inspiration for me. Oh,
Thank you so
see, I told
much.
you
You
are
are.
such an inspirational person.
Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
So because you started working really young, and you know how you skipped, like you skipped certain part of high school, and then you got into college early. You graduated college at an earlier age than other people would. So because you started your business at such a young age, do you feel like you missed out on anything, or you skipped or you fast forwarded through your time in your adulthood? Do you feel that?
Never. To be honest with you, never, because I'm that kind of person who whatever I choose, I will make the best out of it. For example, if I go into one restaurant that I never know before and the food tastes sucks, like it doesn't taste good at all, like for example, I would go on and find another menu and maybe order more and more just to find that right menu that I am pleased with. That's the kind of person I am. For example, if I choose to go to the country that I might found surprisingly not nice, you know what I mean? Like when you expect that to be at a place where a lot of people said that is good, but when you experience it, you don't like it as much. I'll find the other way around. Like, okay, I'll find something that I liked about it, and I will like that experience no matter what, because that's my choice, right? Yeah. If I couldn't go back and turn back time and to do it other way around. So what I did was trying to see the best side of it, and then I'm gonna love every single seconds and minutes of it, and I'm happy. That's I think once you can do that with everything, your life will be much easier. But like, for example, if you go to like shitty situations when you cannot go change anything about it, and you think of it as a good experience, then it's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's such a good way to look at things. I never thought of it like that before, but that is true. I mean, seeing the positive in everything and kind of reduces stress within yourself.
That's true.
หนู sorry it's like really small หนูไม่อังกฤษแต่ฟังพี่อูนเข้าใจไงใช่ดีใจมากเย้ขอบคุณที่เข้ามาฟังพี่อูนนะคะ
Actually, I have like this TikTok content called English Sunday, where I know that a lot of Thai the younger Thai people, they might not be able to understand. Like, for example, if I talk like too quick, or maybe I use like hard vocabularies, they might not get it. So I try to make like some content to just speak English with confidence. But I make sure that I use a simple words so they could understand it. And you know what happened when they understand it? Like,
what?
They feel this power within themselves. Like, oh my goodness, I thought I was stupid in English แบบเหมือนเขารู้สึกว่าเขาโง่ภาษาอังกฤษมาตลอดเลยอะแต่ว่าพอเขาฟังประโยคนึงออกอะ it changed somebody's life forever. I haven't noticed that until I made that show. And wow, like the people the power you can give to the people when they feel like they can do it, it changes every single thing. Like, that's what you do right now, actually. Yeah, that's what this show about, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you look at things is just it's so deep. Like, it's really cool. You just made me feel really good about myself right now too. So
that's
like,
what you should feel. It's because you never know, right? Like, for example, like not even my talk, like if you talk to a lot of people in English and just people come by, it doesn't matter if they're your fans or they're your guest fans or not. But if they understand a word that you say and they feel better about them hearing English and they can understand it, you completed your job, right? Yeah, that's how people should. Yeah, that's your responsibility, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So since like your business is so successful and they're okay, we're gonna save that video for later, but there's this question that we have for you. It's, what do you think is more important in running a business? Intuition or strategic analysis?
Intuition with experiences. Because intuitions, you have it since you were born, right? You come out, you know how to suck your mom's nipple. That's your intuition. Like, kids do things that haven't been taught before. You know how to swallow, you know how to poo, you know how to pee, and that's your intuition. And that doesn't need to be taught, but you have to do it repeatedly so you know where to do it better. Like, for example, when you were young, you might know how to swallow, but you don't know how to feed yourself. So you have to train your smaller muscles to do so. It's exactly the same thing. You use your intuition to do business, but without experience, you make some stupid decision, because in ways, fears come in, and your enemies come in, your good sides and bad sides started to talk to each other, and you started to doubt yourself, right? And that doubt is killing you real bad. I'm gonna tell you that, because what should kill your intuition is not the doubt. It should be experience. You should experience things for the first time first to decide better, not to kill your intuition and decide things because you were scared, right? So once you learn to fall and once you learn to make mistakes sometimes, your intuition stay the same, but you are experienced now to choose better. So yeah, I would say intuition with experience. Yeah.
So do you have anything in store for what you want to pursue next? Is there any business that's in your head right now that you would like to pursue? I heard you have a notebook that you write all your ideas down, right?
Yeah, actually.
Right?
Yeah, I just did it, like, right, this one. So I cannot show you now, but this is my 2022 plans. It's this thick, so it's gonna be a fun year.
Wow, you're planning for next year right now. That's amazing. Oh, so can't wait to see what's in store. So is there like anything that's so close to releasing you can tell, or right now it's still
Actually, I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now is it's gonna stay under these 5 brands that I have, but we're gonna have a collaboration. And this is the first time that I said it, actually, and we're gonna have the collaboration, and it's gonna be, I think, surprising and fun.
Ooh,
yeah, that's all that I can
say.
Yeah.
With who, or that's gonna be the surprise? Nope. Okay, that's gonna be a surprise. Okay, so you guys stay tuned then. All right. Yeah. So, before we move on to the next section, is there any business tips for our audience who are listening right now?
It's okay to make a mistake. Make a lot of mistake when you go into business. I think making some mistake and it is not only guarantee that you can stay business wisely, but also it makes sure that you have a good heart and strong enough heart to stay in it and keep going. You know what I mean? If you never fail at all, somebody or some situations will make you face it anyway. So try to be prompt with your arms and think of it as part of success. So if you're trying to avoid mistake all the time, sometimes it's not healthy at all. And that's what I figure out throughout the years. And find the right harmony for your team as well. Like being in the right harmony for me is the key to success for business too. So if you find a good team, everybody is so good in every such way. Like this person is really good and this person comes from the biggest business school in the world, but you don't have this harmony, it's gonna fall down. So basically find the right. Yeah, it's chemistry and harmony. Like for me, being a CEO, you have to harmonize your organization. So find the right people, find the right chemistry, and make them work together.
So I know that in 2019, you went through a little bit of a struggle with your business, and we do have a clip right here. So let's take a look at that. Okay. It's a video clip from your review ชีวิตอายุน้อย100 ล้านตอน struggle 2019. So let's look at that. It's coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna snap and it's gonna come. Snap. Nope. Snap.
It's all right. It's all right.
So
I think maybe technical problems. It's It's a cover. It's okay. If you are interested, just go ahead. Yeah. If you're interested, just go ahead and watch it. So I can talk about it for you. Actually.
Yeah, I watched it. Okay.
So 2019 was the year that answered me the question about what you asked me before about what is the most important, intuition or what is the other choice? Business strategy?
Or business strategy.
Yeah.
So analysis, I think. Oh yeah, strategic analysis.
So for me, that year was a crash down, and I got that answer, the intuition with experiences, because I thought my intuition was stupid.
So how did you deal with all the issues? Oh no.
The way,
Yeah, I listened to your video, and then okay,
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry, I think there's a little delay going on, so
yeah.
like it might sound like พูดทับกันอะไรเงี้ย because I think the internet is a little delaying. Sorry. But okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It's not delayed now. Okay, so the problem was that I wasn't believe in my intuition, and I accused it of stupidity. Like I thought I was stupid of trusting me or trusting myself. And every time the ยอดลงยอดตก, whenever it's like negative or positive, or maybe our income wasn't as good as before, I blame it on myself. I blame it on my choice. I blame it on my intuition. I blame it on the way I organize my organization. I blame it on everything on me, because I have no experiences. I had never been into any other company except mine. I've never had a person who can ensure that I am good with what I'm doing, even though I had a lot of awards, and I even go to อายุน้อยร้อยล้าน or like SME ตีแตก or whatever. But I believe that when you're not confident enough with what you're doing, and you have another people looking at you and being disappointed and being a little bit of toxic, and you didn't even notice it, and you're trying to keep everybody, like you try to keep everybody because you have such intentions that you want them to grow, but then it gets out of hand because you didn't realize that they're not bad. They just don't have this chemistry that fits right into your company, and you try to fix everything, and you try to hold on to everything not to fall apart. And when you try to hold on so much, you started to kill yourself inside. And when you hold on to every single thing, what you did is that you ignore everybody without knowing. You started to feel a lot, and you feel hurt, you feel pain, everything is so heavy, and you think you care about people, but you don't. You think about yourself a lot because you are hurting. I found that out because once I am happy again, I care a lot more about people than when I am hurt, right? So if you are hurt, if you are hurting, it is okay. And I got through that because I started to go to people who are truly love me, and they started to talk to me straightforwardly that it is okay to be hurt sometimes. It's okay that because I hold on to it so much, so I don't show my emotions. Like I got this, and then I come home and I'm not even crying. Like why should I cry? Like right, like why should I cry? I am the CEO. I shouldn't cry. I am so harsh on myself, and once I cry, man, I'm like once like I told you that somebody who loved me so much like come to me and said that it's okay to cry, it's okay to make mistake. It's okay if you fall down sometimes. We got this, and I trust you. And that word, I trust you. Oh my God, I cried since then. Like, I cried so much. I cried like crazily because I never know how good it felt to be able to be sad sometimes. And I got it now. Like I allow myself to be sad, so I could allow myself to be happy. If I don't allow myself to ever be sad, I wouldn't be able to allowing myself to be happy also. So that's what I did. And once I accepted and I got it that I am weak and I could cry sometimes, I started to, accepted my feelings and don't hold it on to myself as much as before. And it's easier since then.
Yeah. Hey, we're only human. We feel all emotions, and that's normal. And that's how I teach my daughter too. When she's
Wait,
angry,
you have
I'm
a
like, it's
daughter?
normal to be angry. It's okay to be. I do. She's 3.
Oh my goodness,
she's
you look
really cute to
amazing
me.
for like
I love her. She's so
mom. Oh my god, like
you can go look on my Instagram. She's really cute. I love her so much. But
okay.
that's what I teach her too. It's normal to feel emotions. Sometimes people would
Please,
tell
yeah.
kids, "Oh, but โกรธไม่
Don't
ได้
cry.
อย่าร้องนะ Yeah, and I'm like, it's okay, cry. Like if you're sad, I tell her
That's the
it's okay to
healthiest thing for
cry.
your baby. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I said when it's not okay to cry is when งอแงเอาแต่ใจคือถ้าร้องไห้เอาแต่ใจอันเนี้ยแม่ไม่โอเคแต่ but if you're crying because you're sad because you're angry that's okay too because you're only human. Humans feel emotions even when she's angry and throwing tantrums. I'm like, are you angry? I know you're angry. It's okay, but maybe tell me why you're angry. Let her talk about it. Talk your feelings out. And it works with kids, and I feel like it works with adults too. I think having a kid kind of let me more in tune with my emotions, and I kind of deal with my emotions better too because I was a mess too. But
I think because you love somebody so much, like you love this baby so much that you just want them to feel the best of themselves, and then you started to reflect it on you as well.
Yes,
Oh,
because like when I do
amazing.
something negative, like when I do something negative, she copies right away. So that makes me want to be a better version of myself in front of her. So that
my
made me kind of
goodness.
change my way a little bit. So I would be a good role model for her.
Isn't that amazing?
Mom is so hard.
Oh my goodness.
So what
Yes,
about
there's
you?
somebody
Can
that
you
said that
imagine?
ตกใจเหมือนกันเลย then they didn't know that you have a daughter.
Yeah, I do. She's 3 years old now. She's amazing.
I'm going to follow you on Instagram right now. So yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do. Can you imagine? What about you though? Can you imagine yourself like in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you plan to have a baby, or what are your thoughts on having a baby?
I would love being a mom, and I have PCOS, so it might be a little bit hard for me, but I would love like anytime now. Actually, I'm planning on going to the doctor by the end of this year because I couldn't have the baby with myself, so I need to go
Right.
consult with the doctor, and hopefully I had a chance. And my thought on having a baby is that I don't know why I want to be a mom, but I think I just want to I am curious of what that love feel like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I have a lot of love for other people, and I don't know how can it be more than this, you know what I mean? And I saw a lot of great mother, for example you, or maybe like a lot of people who had like kids, and I can totally feel like the love that they had for their child. And even Pipak's moms, like I saw how she encouraged her child, and the way that moms love her kids is not the same with any other kind of love that I ever found, so I would love to know that feeling. It would be so great for me, and it would be such honor. Like I don't mind if the baby come out like a boy, a girl, gay, lesbian, whatsoever. I just want to feel that kind of love, and hopefully one day.
Yes, I think you'll be such a good mom too, and like coming from a mom, it's from the day she was born, I told my family, my husband and my parents, I never knew this kind of love existed. I thought I loved my parents so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what would it be like, right?
And like just holding her in my arms, I just felt that love. Like I never knew I could love anyone or anything this much. Like I love her more than I love myself. So it's such a different kind of love, and And
Yeah.
yes, and I hope one day you'll experience that because I think you will be such a great mom.
And the thing is also that please don't get us wrong, that we understand that every single mom is not the same. I believe that there's truly,
Right.
maybe not the right kind of mom. Absolutely, it happens in the world, even though even some of my family is not too kind of a family members, I would say. So I respect every single family and what their experience. So I wouldn't say that every single mom loved their child, but for me, if I've ever had like a kid, I would love to know that feeling. That's what I try to say. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, okay. So earlier on, you mentioned that you keep going with your education. You educate yourself more, whether it's taking classes or just reading it by yourself. And now we need to talk about your passion in learning. So here, of course, here at the Standard Podcast and at K&D Studio, we're all about self-improvement. And you know, I think you're one of the best people who can actually talk about this topic. So let's take a look at this video to see what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm gonna do my little voodoo magic. Video.
There you go.
ไป presentation อีกหนึ่งร่ำเรียนเกี่ยวกับ dermatology แล้วก็เรื่องผิวหนังเข้ามาเพิ่มนะคะวันนี้ก็เลยจะมาขอบอกเคล็ดลับเกี่ยวกับการเรียนหลายๆคนถามว่าคุณทำยังไงคะเห็นเรียนเยอะมากเลยทำยังไงให้จำได้อันดับแรกบอกก่อนว่าอุ่นจะเรียนเพิ่มเฉพาะสิ่งที่ต้องการเอามาทำงานนะคะ2ก็คืออุ่นเรียนจบปริญญาเฉพาะนิเทศจุฬาอุ่นไม่ได้เรียนปริญญาโทนะคะใบ certification ที่มีตอนนี้นะคะจะมี nutrition therapist หรือว่าโภชนาการบำบัดมี advanced supplement advisor นะคะหรือผู้ให้คำปรึกษาด้านอาหารเสริมแล้วก็มี herbalist นะคะก็คือเรียนเกี่ยวกับเรื่องสมุนไพรต่างๆแล้วก็วันนี้เลยเพิ่งสอบจบเลยก็คือ Trip to Skin Dermatology ค่ะเป็นเรื่องเกี่ยวกับผิวหนังทั้งหมดคือตอน
แน่น ความรู้แน่น so as you've mentioned in your video you learn all of these for your business so is that part of the drive that makes you learn so eagerly or what are there other things that drives you to passionately learn more about things?
My trigger to learn the first thing is that I hate it when I cannot answer my customer questions. I hate it so much. I hate it when what I do can make people confused. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do things that I am comfortable with, and to be comfortable with something, I have to know it really, really well. I'm not the type of person who can do business just to earn money out of it, because as I told you before, money is not my priority anymore. So what I'm just trying to learn my best, and I just hate it when I cannot answer my customers' questions. And for me, the best way to fix it is to learn about it. And so that's what I did. And I would consider myself not to be a great learner, but I am a great problem solver. And to fix the problem directly is for me to, educate myself as much as possible, and also my team. So whenever I go, take classes and maybe, earning some degrees or whatsoever, I would go to my team immediately and tell them about things that I've learned. And so they can answer, customers' questions and maybe, talk to customers better. And so that drives me the best. Yeah. That's the only thing, actually. I'm not trying to, earning certifications are not like that. Yeah.
What about self-learning? Do you believe in that?
Yes. I believe that when you are eager to learn, it's okay to, go different ways. Like, for example, if you go to college, that's good. That's your experience. And I think that going into university and having the educations that a lot of people had is actually a chance. I've never looked at educations as something that you have to do, but it is your chance and it is your opportunity, and it's not everybody who got it. So if you get it and if you can do it and if you have a chance to do it, why not, right? Because it takes money, it takes time, and a lot of people don't have that chance. So for me, when I realized that it is a chance to learn, and that's what I told you before, that we almost don't have enough money to go into high school. So I value it so much. Like, what if I don't have enough to go? Like, what if, I always ask myself, like, what if we don't have enough money to go to schools? Like, what if, a lot of people in this country doesn't have that opportunity with educations. And for me, my passion is for everybody to have that equal access to educations, because education is everything, man. It's the only thing that people can give to you and they cannot take it back, right? It cannot intoxicate you. It cannot break you. It cannot do anything bad to you. You can learn and then you keep it forever, and then you can also make it your generation. Like, you can give it to your kids. You can, for me, education is really important, because I am once almost didn't have that chance. So that's why I'm very passionate. And now that I have enough money to go along with what I need to learn and what I am wanting to learn, I just go for it, man. Like, okay, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what was the latest thing you just learned? Is it the same thing that you said in the video, dermatology to skin? Is that the latest thing?
Yeah.
So it could be either like life lesson or academic. That would be it. How long ago was that? Was that video?
It's just it's this year. So basically, I just finished it the day before yesterday. Basically on Sunday. This Sunday, the last Sunday, I just took my final exam and it just passed. So yeah, I just got my certifications on this Sunday, the past Sunday. I am 29 already, and then still wanting to learn so much. And I told my team that no more, because it's so tiring, right? Like, learning something new. And then I told my team once again that, I'm not learning anything anymore. And my team told me, you said it last time too. So I was like, never say never.
Yeah, they're probably like, we'll see how long.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, never say never though. Like, actually, I told myself a lot of times, like, before I took courses, that I'm never going into like master degree or anything like that, because I hate going into school. I hate taking exams, But once life takes you to different place, it's okay to change your mind, If you want to learn about something, go ahead. And hopefully one day that we can all have access to the equal opportunity to learn everything that we might want to learn one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So now it's the section of the show is called We Need to Play.
Okay.
And what we're going to do with you today is that for you to grab anything that's close to you right now.
All right.
And you're going to do a sales pitch for me and for our audience.
Oh my goodness.
Are you ready?
If you look at my table, it's going to go crazy. Okay. All right. Like anything, even my product?
Anything. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, even your product.
All right.
Because you know why we're doing this? Because I heard that you can sell anything. Like, you're very good at talking, and you're so sincere, and you can sell anything. So
oh my goodness.
Let's hear that pitch.
All right. So my pitch is going to be Glassy X. This one is from Molecology. This one is actually the new formula. It's actually smaller than the first one. And what we put inside is called anthocyanin. It's come from blood orange extract, this one. So it looked like this. This little tiny pills is the extract from pomegranate, blood orange, lemon, and also ricin. A lot of people ask me why blood orange, why anthocyanin, what does it do to your melanin? But actually what a lot of people don't know is that plants has something amazing. That's why I am very passionate about plants and herbs, because if you think about it thoroughly, plants doesn't have legs to walk to find something to eat, right? And plants doesn't have the skills to, go away from their prayers. Like, for example, if you are a tree, right? if something comes to eat you, the only thing you can do is to release something for them not to eat you. Or maybe if you're hungry, the only thing you can do is having that green color in your leaf and produce food for yourself, right? When you attach to the sun. And so what plants does is that they have these chemicals called phytochemicals. It's the color in any single plant. If you see the flowers in yellow, or if you see like carrots is orange, if you see like broccoli is in green, every single colors in its plants is actually a rainbow rays of phytonutrients. That is the chemicals that plants produce for themselves to access to food and also avoid their preyers. And what this is actually the extracts from blood orange, which is a purplish and reddish color that produce the melanin function of the plants to be able to allow themselves to protect them from the sun. So that's why when we use it on our skin, when we get under the sun, our melanin doesn't come out as much, and it's protected you from, producing too much melanin, and also a lot of skin problems such as like acne or maybe a scar issue or stuff like that. It's the same exact thing with plants. And that's why fruits such as berries, grapes, or anything that is in purplish or reddish color can give you the anti-aging effects. When you eat a lot of berries, it doesn't have to be my products. It can be any single berries in the world. It has a lot of antioxidant properties where your cells doesn't go age as bad as it could, like it has this thing called photoaging. When you attach yourself into the sun, especially this country, Thailand, you're exposed to the sun all the time. This property is one of the most effective way to protect yourself from early aging. So that's what we did. That's what we did with the product. So if you want to
กด
try
สั่ง
it
ก่อน
out,
นะกดสั่งก่อน so it's just
if you
like
want to try it out,
discoloration and everything like กระฝ้าอะไรอย่างงี้ได้หมดเลย
ได้ค่ะ
ได้
anything
หมดเลย
with
because
melanin. Yeah, melanin is basically any colors that come up onto your skin. It doesn't matter if you want to be lighter, darker, it doesn't matter, because the discoloration on your skin happens because of photoaging. Photoaging, of course, because of the sun, right? And a lot of Thai people doesn't realize this. They just thought that when they expose to the sun, they're going to get tan. But actually, tan is not a bad qualities. The bad quality is when the sun goes through your epidermis. This is epidermis, right? But then under epidermis, there's dermis. The dermis is where it contains collagen. And when the sun goes through there, your collagen started to, go less and less and less and less. And then your skin started to, have wrinkles and a lot of freckles as well, yeah.
That's why a lot of people who go tanning, like a lot of my friends in America, I used to go tanning, but at a later age in life. But my friends who used to go tanning since high school, now they're so wrinkly and like look very old. They age really fast. So so once again, what is that called?
Oh, this one is Glacias by Molecology. I don't want to put it like too obvious, but if you want to try it out, then Molecology might fix your problem. But if you don't have like enough budget to buy this, just go ahead and get any kind of fruits like berries, strawberries, blackberries. Actually, the more sour, the better. Yeah. So
thank you for that sales pitch.
Yeah.
ตอนนี้คนเข้าไปดูกันแล้วแหละ I think a lot of people are probably on the IG page.
เข้าไปดูได้นะคะ Molecology นะคะขอบคุณค่ะ
All right, now this section of our show is called We Need to. Oh wait, hold on, let me read this comment. I have some question. I just want to ask Pi-un opinion. Study before work or work before study. What's the difference in your opinion? If you guys already talked about it, I'm so sorry. It's my bad.
I think we should talk about this. This is interesting. A lot of people ask me like whether education is important or not. It's exactly the same answer that I would give to you before. So I would say that education is opportunities. If you have that opportunity when you were young, you should do it. You should study. But you can also work along the side, right? Because work can be secondary things that you do, when you are studying. That's what I did too when I was young. I started working when I was on the third year of university. So basically I was 19 and I practicing balancing my schedules by then. So I wouldn't think you have to choose, right? I think it should come together. And for me, if you were the age that you have to earn your educations, study first and then work. But then after you graduated, or maybe you finish that opportunity, or if you don't have that opportunity, go work. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. So now this section of our show is called We Need to Self-Talk, where our guests talk to their old pictures and what they would say to that person back then. So for you, we're going to have some of your pictures up here. And what would you like to say to Nong Un in that picture? Okay. Let's see the first picture.
All right. Oh my goodness, it's Jasmine. Okay.
Princess Jasmine, what would you say to this Princess Un?
I think this was actually life-saving, I would say. A lot of people don't know why I love Princess Jasmine so much, because this actually happened on the year of 2019. That's where I put on that video about myself saying that I have a panic attack. And this is the year that I couldn't speak as much because I am not in line with myself. I hate my intuition and I don't believe in myself as much. And then one day I went to the movies and then I saw Aladdin the movies. The actual live action version นะคะเป็นแบบเวอร์ชันหนังนะ Aladdin. And then there's a song in it called Speechless. And there's like the phrase in the song called like, I won't be silenced. I cannot be broken. Like you cannot stop me from saying what I want. And I don't know why, but after I got out of that movies, I feel like, oh my God, I thought I talked too much all the time, but maybe I'm not. Maybe they just don't believe in me. Maybe I felt that way because some people just don't believe in me. So I started to believe in myself once again, little by little. So I started to love Princess Jasmine so much, and the way she carried herself with, she's actually the only princess who kissed the villains to save Aladdin. If you notice, there's like one scene in Aladdin movie to kiss Jafar just to save her man, like I feel like the sense of judgment that people have towards women, it's broke down because Jasmine is such a courageous and brave, and she's also really beautiful. So I really want to be her, and that's what I can say about this picture.
I love it. It's a good picture. Okay, so let's see the next picture.
Right. Oh my goodness!
Oh, this is such a good one.
Yeah. So
what would you say to this picture?
Okay. I would say that I am the exact same person. Oh my God. I can't believe that if I look back onto my first year of university, a lot of people have doubt in me, and it started to make me doubt myself as well, because I don't know if I have that kind of power or chances to express myself. And so I don't take care of myself as much. I don't really care about, my well-being and everything. I just all the time just doubt. Like the word that I can say about the picture on the left is that I have doubt, a lot of doubt about myself. But on the right is a kind of a person that has grown out of it and understand that it is not about other people who think about you or anything, just you and you. And thank you for, not doing anything too crazy on you. So you still stay the same, and thank you for staying the same. That's what that's what I can say about it.
Okay, so let's see the next one.
Okay.
That was so nice.
We have the next one?
Next picture? Yeah. Let's See?
Oh, Forbes.
Oh, yes. That's you and Kun Pak, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Actually, I never look back at pictures and think about it this much. When I look at this picture, as I told you in the beginning of our talk, I told you that I don't have a dream, right? I really don't have any kind of dream at all. Even though I am in a lot of media or award show or stuff like that, even when I'm talking to you, people, I'm not excited because this is not my dream. My dream is not to be in the press or being famous or being rich. That's not my dream. But actually, Pip Hack's dream is to be successful in his business. He actually has passion about earning money and he is such a businessman inside. You know, he is a businessman, like a true businessman. And so seeing him collecting Forbes day by day, even the first year that we are going into this business, he collects every single covers of Forbes. So what I thought was that, maybe one day it may be his dream come true to be a part of Forbes on even a page or two. So once we got contacted by Forbes, I was about to cry actually. Like I've never felt so emotional, being contacted by any media or anything like that. But once we get contact with Forbes, the only thing I think about is him. So yeah, I feel the success that he felt just make me so happy. You know what I mean? Like it makes me so happy. Yeah, because I know that he should be so proud of himself. Even though I don't understand it, I don't understand why Forbes, but I know that he must feel so good. Yeah.
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 Aww. I love the story about you too though. We didn't cover that today, but it's so beautiful. But
Thank
let's
you.
see the next picture.
Okay.
You'll see what I'm talking about, audience.
Oh,
so cute. So cute. Is that so that's your third year in university, right?
No, it's actually my second year. It's maybe second year going to the third. Actually, Pip Hacks is not in Chulalongkorn University. This is a controversial picture because he is in disguise. Actually, Pip Hacks studied in China. But this picture is when he surprised me at Chulalongkorn University one day. We had a long distance relationship for the first 4 years that we were dating. We started dating when I was 16, right? And then he flew to China when it was 16 and a half. So we had that long distance relationship. And then one day he surprised me at Chulalongkorn University wearing the Nisit shirt in my cafeteria, just to be เหมือนแบบเขากลัวจะแปลกแยกอ่ะเขาก็ใส่มาเว้ยแล้วมันก็บอกว่า what the hell are you doing? And then he was like, I don't know if they would allow me to go into university if I don't wear Nisit costume. You know, I was like, yes, you can absolutely come in with any single costume that you like. And yeah, so a lot of Ajahn would see Pip Hacks around all the time too, even though he's not a Jula, Nisit Jula. Yeah, that's stupid of him, but yeah, that's funny.
That's so sweet though. That's cute.
Yeah.
Wow. So how long have you guys been together?
Wow.
So 16, 15 years?
Yes,
almost?
about
14,
that.
15?
14, yeah, should be about. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Like if someone was born the same year you started going out, she would be a teenager right now.
No, actually,
that?
when I post our anniversary pictures on TikTok, I think it got 100 comments and half of it would say, oh my goodness, it's the year that I was born. I was like, oops.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys went through so much together.
Exactly.
Which I think made your relationship even more even
profound, I guess.
and more bonded.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that was our last picture, but we do have an ending. It said, "Oh, you two give so much positive energy."
Oh, thank you so much.
And wait, you two meaning like you and Pipak, right? Or like us?
No, like you and คุณโบสิ
Oh, okay. Then in that case, thank you. I'm such a dork. Sorry. Okay, so our ending question.
Okay.
What do we need to talk more? What do we need to talk about more in Thailand? So, in your opinion, what issue or what topic do you think we need to talk about more here in Thailand?
We need to talk about allowing people to talk more. Like, I was born in a Thai family, but luckily my dad was such a dork, and he was he had so much fun with his life, and I think that I was also inspired by him to be able to say anything, do anything, just go for it, and when I started to enter like the social group in this country, I felt left out sometimes because I speak too much and I said too much, I feel too much, I believe too much, I just have this, I feel bad about myself because I want to talk all the time. I feel bad about myself because I feel like it is bad to express my opinion. I feel like if the social said one way, I would have to snowball it without thinking whether it's bad or good. I should believe in whatever people said to me, or maybe the adults are pinpoint that this is good, this is bad, and I have to believe it right away. And then I believe that my dad told me that พระพุทธเจ้า always said that don't believe in anything. You have to experience it first, and then you decide whether you're going to believe it or not. And so that's opened my eye, and I start to question everything. You know, that's why people hate me so much when I was young. Like, I questioned everything. Like, why you do this? Why? It's annoying, but why shouldn't we question things, right? Everything should be able to have answers, and every single answer doesn't have to be wrong. And even though it is wrong, you have to believe in people enough that they can fix it, and you have to have enough faith in other people to do some mistake and maybe express some stupid opinion for them to be able to grow. Because when they don't express it, then they just keep it inside. How can they grow? How can you fix them? How can you maybe give out a right information to them, right? So to be able to talk more and express more opinion in the society like this, I think it's very important. And I'm so proud, like so proud of our younger generations for coming out and talk more about, just sensitive issues like families, politics, for me, like even for me, but politics and anything that is so controversial back then should be able to express out. And this situations realized actually I was invited by a talk once, and it was like a group of university students, and I get a chance to talk with a group of younger generations, and I was like, wow, like, isn't it amazing to have like this younger generations, and they talk so much, and I'm so happy. And we should allow other people to talk and also listen to them as well.
Yes. สิทธิ์พี่อูนคือทำให้เราเชื่อว่าได้ว่าเราเป็นได้มากกว่าที่เป็น
Yes, we are more.
I agree. Okay, so let's see. Do we have more comments? Do we have any more comments or any questions for our audience? If you guys want to ask,
ถามได้เลยนะคะ If anybody is watching
in the chat.
เป็นบ้านจริงๆนี่มันบอกว่าบ้านสมมากเหมือนแบบกินสกีนี่อะ
บ้านจริงนะคะบ้านจริง
ถ้าฝั่งนี้จะเหมือนกว่าอีกอะถ้าฝั่งนี้ก็คือบอกว่า wallpaper zoom wallpaper.
Wait, is that your Christmas tree? It's up?
Actually, my Christmas tree is all year round, so
you don't put them down.
Yeah.
I'm planning to put it up right after Halloween. I'm putting it up a little earlier this year.
Me too. But the bigger ones than this.
Wait, I heard you like Disney.
I love Disney.
Okay, do you have Disney ornaments?
All of them is actually Disney, and actually this table right here, if you see the cloth, that is from Disneyland. So I'm such a nerd. Yeah, this one.
Me too.
This one.
I love Disney too. I'm like such a Disney fan.
But this one is packed. This hits me. Oh my gosh.
My dad loves that. He's like,
It's good. It's good. You should try it.
Okay, let's see. Do we have any more questions? I saw one earlier and I was about to read and then it went away. Let's see. ฟังเสียงพี่อูนทำให้หลับสบาย
ขอบคุณค่ะทำ ASMR มาแล้วอยากพูดอังกฤษคนเดียวมั่วๆเลยหลังจาก you know คุณมะนาวายที่บอกว่าอยากพูดภาษาอังกฤษคนเดียวมั่วๆเลย it worked
Yes, I used to do that.
It worked. And if you just look into the mirror and maybe if you have a friend who doesn't judge you on being like they have like we all have this one friend even though you're not close to them or maybe your family members that you can just go to and speak English like recklessly and you don't have to care about your accent, your grammar, just like go on and on and on and maybe for them to be able to correct you when you're wrong and not being too shy about it, go ahead. It works. It really works and I'm so glad that you said that you want to try. Yeah.
And to chime in on that, it works. And I used to do that. I'm an only child and I used to speak myself a lot. And I used to pretend like I was being interviewed by Oprah. And I used to talk in the mirror, I used to talk to my stuffed animals. And that's the best way to practice because in order to speak English, you have to use it. Don't be afraid. Who cares about grammar? Who cares about speaking it like not perfectly?
But your English is like so perfect. People are like, your English is really, really good.
Thank you. I went to the States in the 7th grade and then I lived there for 10 years and then I came back. But before I went, I loved learning English and that's how I used to practice. And I used to practice by watching cartoons and turn on the subtitle and then pause and then like try to repeat what they said by reading the subtitle too. That works too if you're alone by yourself.
Exactly.
So that's another tip out there.
Like my first I remember my first try was the song from Rihanna, Umbrella. I had zero English when I went to the US, right? And that year like Umbrella come out. And what I would do is that I would repeat the same part of the song without going into the lyrics because I am so mad at myself for not understanding what she's trying to say. Like when the sunshine will shine together. That part doesn't have problems, but told you I've been here forever. And then they're gonna be like the quicker part, like said I'll always be your friend, took it off, like that part. I'm like, what the hell is she saying? So what I did was like I put the slow มันใน YouTube มันจะมีแบบว่าให้ slow speed ใน YouTube ใช่ปะ and then I put it on like 0.5 and then she would say like said I'll always be and that works and I was like that's weird. You should try it.
That's a really good tip. Slow it down to really really listen. Wow. นี่เห็นไหมน้องมะนาวได้ tips ไปเยอะเลย Okay, next Great Bus คุณ Great Bus นะคะบอกว่าพี่อูนมีหนังสือภาษาอังกฤษแนะนำไหมคะ
มีค่ะ Children book หนังสือนิทานการ์ตูนเด็กค่ะ Start from there Start from like maybe the stories that you already know เริ่มจากหนังสือที่รู้อยู่แล้วค่ะเช่นเรารู้เรื่อง Snow White อยู่แล้วใช่ไหมหรือว่าเรารู้เรื่อง Cinderella อยู่แล้วเรารู้เรื่องแบบว่าเมาคลีลูกหมาป่าอยู่แล้วเราซื้อหนังสือการ์ตูนที่เป็นสำหรับเด็กเลยก็ได้ค่ะซื้อมาในเวอร์ชันที่เป็นภาษาอังกฤษไม่มีคำแปลภาษาไทยเลยแล้วเวลาเราอ่านเราจะรู้เส้นเรื่องถูกปะเราจะรู้ว่ารองเท้ากำลังจะหายแล้วรองเท้ากำลังจะหลุดแล้ว นึกออกไหมคือเราจะรู้แต่เราไม่รู้ว่าในหนังสือนั้นจะเขียนเป็นประโยคยังไงทีนี้พอเราเจอรูปประโยคนึงที่พูดเกี่ยวกับรองเท้าอ่ะเราจะเริ่มหาคีย์เวิร์ดว่าบอกว่าตอนไหนที่มันบอกว่าหลุดวะนึกออกปะซึ่งสำหรับอุ่นวิธีนั้นคือวิธีที่อาจจะ comfortable ที่สุดเพราะว่าเรารู้สึกว่าเราไม่ได้งงกับมันมากจนเกินไปแล้วก็สนุกด้วยเวลาได้อ่านแล้วเห็นรูปอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะตัวหนังสือก็ใหญ่
อันนี้เป็นทิปที่ดีมากเลยอ่ะน้องโอน
เนาะเราแบบเรารู้เรื่องมันอยู่แล้วเราก็จะได้แบบว่าเป็นขั้นเป็นตอนไปอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
จะได้ไม่รู้สึกแบบ you don't feel discouraged เพราะบางทีถ้าเราอ่านอะไรที่มันยากไปเลยเราก็รู้สึกว่าโอ๊ยแบบท้อแท้
มันคืออะไรใช่
ขี้เกียจเปิดดิกอะไรเงี้ยแต่ว่าอย่างที่น้องอูนบอกถ้าเป็นเรื่องที่เราเหมือนคุ้นชินอยู่แล้วเงี้ยเนาะอันนี้ทิปนี้ดีจัง Is there any more questions
น้องเสื้อไม่ไหวโอ้ยขายของทำไมคะไม่ฉันขายของไม่ได้ you cannot force me to so the next collection of Home to My Heart will come on the late November actually we're coming out with one new collection called Home to My Nips nips stand for nipples so basically this shirt gonna free your nips this shirt doesn't require any nipple pads or you don't have to wear a bra it has this special technique for making a shirt for protecting your nipples area and your breast area not exactly cover it but it's gonna save you from being too obvious for starter to not I stopped wearing a bra for a long time when I'm not feeling comfortable enough to do so like if I go to the doctors I would wear a bra but on daily life I rarely wear a bra anymore. So I put out this collection because I believe that a lot of young girls out there doesn't have enough courage or doesn't have enough strength to just go out there and free their nipples. So started by this, I think it would be a good start and maybe for the social to understand that this is not the responsibility of the woman to just cover their nipples. It's yeah, that's what I believe in and as you told me before that I am always passionate about what I do and home to my heart is home to your heart. So this should protect your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, men have nipples too, but they don't have to cover them.
Exactly. ทำยังไงให้เราไม่ตัดกำลังใจตัวเองคะอยากขายของแต่ก็กลัวคิดไว้มากมายแต่ไม่ยอมลงมือทำสักทีเดี๋ยวมีไฟเดี๋ยวหมดไฟไปหนีมาตลอดดูคลิปสำคัญขอบคุณนะคะ I would say it in Thai and English okay so it's okay to feel fear but you have to do it anyway ต้องไม่ใช่อุ่นไม่รู้สึกกลัวนะโปรเจกต์ปีหน้ามันใหญ่มากเลยนะแล้วมันก็น่ากลัวแบบว่าคืออุ่นก็นอนไม่หลับเหมือนกันตอนเซ็นเพราะบอกว่าอุ๊ยตัวเลขเยอะจังเลยอะแบบจะรอดไปคนนี้อะไรอย่างเงี้ย but I'm doing it anyway because อุ่นมีความสามารถในการบริหารจัดการความเสี่ยงได้แล้วค่ะซึ่ง the only thing you have to think about is not the fear but the risk if you for example if you have 1,000 baht in your whole life and you put 100 baht to do business it's okay but don't put all in a lot of people might say okay go all in I wouldn't encourage that at all because a lot of people who go all in and come out in the press they can เหมือนมันสำเร็จแล้วไงเขาก็เลยแบบออกมาได้แต่ว่า you have to see the case that put all in and then they fail and their life change forever that doesn't work that way so basically what you should start นะคะคุณนงนภัสก็คือ calculate ความเสี่ยงก่อนว่าเราสามารถดึงความเสี่ยงมาใช้ได้เท่าไหร่ความเสี่ยงในที่นี้หมายถึงการลงทุนเรื่องเงินเรื่องเวลาถ้าความเสี่ยงนั้นเป็นความเสี่ยงที่เรารับได้ถ้ามันไม่สำเร็จเราค่อยทำเพราะว่า nothing guarantee success ไม่มีอะไรที่การันตีความสำเร็จได้เลยแม้แต่กระทั่งอุ่นเองให้กำลังใจอุ่นก็บอกไม่ได้ว่าคุณนงนภัสจะทำสำเร็จเนอะปะแต่สิ่งที่อุ่นการันตีได้ก็คือถ้าคุณนงนภัสเอาเงินส่วนที่จะแบบว่าเหมือนตอนอุ่นทำธุรกิจแรกๆอุ่นกับพี่แพคคำนวณแค่ว่าทำยังไงให้เรามีมาม่ากินไปต่ออีกปีหนึ่งโดยที่ไม่ตายก็คือคำนวณค่ามาม่าไว้1 ปีโดยที่ไม่ตายก็คืออยู่ได้อย่างเงี้ยค่ะคุณนงนภัสก็ต้องคำนวณว่าเหลือน้อยที่สุดเท่าไหร่ที่จะอยู่ได้ต่ออีกสักปี2 ปีนึกออกปะ แล้วนอกจากนั้นอ่ะเอามาลงทุนงานได้เลยจะมีความกลัวก็ได้ไม่เป็นไรทำไปเลยด้วยทั้งที่กลัวแบบนั้นแหละเชื่ออูนมันโอเคค่ะแต่ถ้าเกิดว่าเราไม่ได้คอลคูลเลตความเสี่ยงเลยเราก็จะกลัวแล้วก็ไม่กล้าหรอก
Good advice.
Thank you.
I feel like today our audience is getting so much from this interview. I love it. Me too, including myself too. I feel like I'm learning a lot and I'm getting a lot from this. So before we leave tonight, here's your chance. ช่วงโปรโมทค่ะช่วงฝากผลงานได้เต็มที่เลยนะคะ
โอเคค่ะขออนุญาตพูดเป็นภาษาไทยแล้วกันนะคะเพราะว่าออเดียนซ์ไม่สนก็คืออูนมี Diamond Grain นะคะเป็นแบรนด์กราโนล่าเนาะแล้วก็เป็นพวกขนมเฮลตี้ต่างๆนะคะมีโมเลกุลจีที่จะเป็นพวกผลิตภัณฑ์บิวตี้ต่างๆอาหารเสริมต่างๆนะคะแล้วก็จะมีผักชำความหอมเป็นร้านอาหารมังสวิรัติมีน้ำสกัดที่เป็นผักไม่อร่อยแต่ว่าดีมากๆนะคะแต่ว่าอาหารอร่อยมากอาหารคือแบบว่าอร่อยตาแตกไม่รู้ว่าเป็นมังสวิรัติค่ะ
อาหารน่ากินมากพี่อยากตามอยู่แล้วก็แบบน่ากินมาก
ใช่ค่ะแล้วก็มี Aura Potion ที่จะเป็นผลิตภัณฑ์ที่เกี่ยวกับการ extract สมุนไพรออกมาทำเป็น beauty product แล้วก็เครื่องดื่มสุดท้ายคือ Home to My Heart เป็นผลิตภัณฑ์ไลฟ์สไตล์นะคะที่ทำมาเพื่อส่งเสริมการใช้ชีวิตของทุกคนให้มีความสุขมากขึ้นก็ชอบแบรนด์ไหนก็ลองไปติดตามกันได้นะคะแล้วก็ฝาก IG อุ้นด้วยนะคะเดชนิสลาขอบคุณมากๆนะคะ
และยังมีอีกหนึ่งอย่างค่ะน้องอูนเมื่อวันที่16ตุลาที่ผ่านมาช่อง YouTube ของ Diamond Grain ประกาศผ่านวิดีโอว่าจะทำ YouTube เต็มตัวแล้วไม่ใช่หรือ
ใช่ไม่กล้าขายเยอะ
What will be happening Can you give us a sneak peek of what will be happening on your YouTube channel
Okay, so
ก็ได้เพราะว่า audience หนูเป็นคนไทยหรือว่าภาษาอังกฤษก็ได้แล้วแต่คุณเลยค่ะ
So for my YouTube channel, if you've ever interested in my life, like my life as like where's my like what my homes look like or why do I choose this and why do I decorate it like this or you know because a lot of question that I get from people is why you do such thing like why you choose this why you do that and I would always say that I have to explain it in a longer video because I have a lot of reasons why I did such something. So YouTube is such a great platform to do so because I can do longer video. ก็เลยจะทำ YouTube มาเพื่อที่จะลงอธิบายเหตุผลต่างๆในการใช้ชีวิตนะคะคือหลายๆคนถามวุ้นมันก็ซีรีส์แรกที่จะออกมาจะเป็นการโฮมทัวร์เพราะว่าคนถามเรื่องบ้านเยอะมากว่าแบบทำไมซื้อเป็นคอนโดไม่ซื้อบ้านทำไมถึงแบบเลือกอยู่แบบนี้ทำไมถึงแต่งบ้านแบบนี้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะก็เลยจะทำเป็นโฮมทัวร์ออกมาแต่ว่าทำเป็นซีรีส์เลยนะเพราะว่าแต่ละมุมอะแค่มุมนี้มุมเดียวอะอธิบายครึ่งชั่วโมงแล้วนะมุมนี้มุมเดียวอะ
ชอบมากเลยอะดูแบบดู cozy อะดูอบอุ่น
Like look at the magnet board is it familiar with my Did you see
back there, right?
Yeah, so everything is representing something, so I need time to talk about it. And YouTube เหมือนแอปแรกจะออกกลางเดือนหน้าแล้วค่ะแบบตื่นเต้นมากซิตอบคุณนงนภัสต่อเลยว่ากลัวมากเลยขนาดไม่ได้ลงทุนสักบาทดิฉันยังกลัวเลยแบบว่าก็ลงทุนเหมือนกันลืมไปว่าก็มีการลงทุนเกิดขึ้นกับโปรดักชันแต่ว่าก็กลัว
โปรดักชัน
กลัวมากโอ้ยน้องนนภัสสู้นะคะ
โอเค anything else you want to add ตอนนี้แบบมีนอกเหนือจากนี้มีอะไรอีกไหมคะ
ไม่มีแล้วค่ะก็คงประมาณนี้มีคนถามว่านอนวันละกี่ชั่วโมงคำตอบสุดท้ายที่ขอตอบวันนี้
เอาเลยได้ข่าวว่าน้องอูนไม่ค่อยนอนตอนกลางคืนใช่ไหมคะ
จะบอกงี้อูนอะผ่านช่วงชีวิตที่นอน8 โมงเช้าตื่น10 โมงเช้า2 ปีตอนนี้นะคะฟลิปกลับมาแล้วเพราะว่าอุนตั้งโกเวลาไว้ให้ตัวเองว่าแบบว่าอุนจะทำแบบนั้นแค่ถึงตอนนี้แล้วก็ตอนนี้ฟลิปกลับมาได้แล้วนะคะนอนก่อนประมาณเที่ยงคืนเลทสุดก็คือตี 1อะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็ตื่นแบบ8 โมงเฮลตี้แล้วก็สิ่งที่เปลี่ยนไปจากการนอนดีขึ้นอ่ะคือเพิ่งรู้ว่าสมองของคนที่นอนเร็วแล้วก็ตื่นเช้าอ่ะมันไม่เหมือนกับคนที่นอนดึกจริงๆนะก็คือจะ encourage ทุกคนด้วยนะคะว่าแบบว่า it doesn't matter how many hours you get to sleep please sleep at night it's really changing your body it's like I am the one that the same with you who said that no, actually it's enough for me, it's okay. But once I flip the time, it's really better. So นอนเร็วๆนะคะทุกคน
Yeah, I agree with that because เดี๋ยวนี้พอนอนใกล้ๆเวลาที่ลูกนอนหลังลูกนอนไม่นาน I feel like I have more energy during the day and สมองมันคือเปลี่ยนไปจริงๆนะเบลอน้อยลง like before I used to go to bed really late too แบบเมื่อก่อนนอนแบบตีหนึ่งอะไรอย่างเงี้ยนอนแบบเที่ยงคืนตีหนึ่งเดี๋ยวนี้แบบ4 ทุ่มก็คือเลทสุดแล้วนอนแบบลูกหลับไปแป๊บนึงก็ขอแบบนั่งทำอะไรส่วนตัวแล้วก็แป๊บนึงก็หลับแล้ว yeah so it does work Yay thank you so much น้องอูน for joining us today
Thank you so much too
yeah for taking the time out of your day and joining us today like it's so much fun did you have fun
Yes, I had fun. I had a lot of fun, and I thank you guys for inviting me to the talk, and I feel so comfortable because you don't ask me to wear anything or maybe like put on makeup, so I can just go straight to bed from now. So that's good for me.
Well, thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for all of our audience for joining us.
Thank you.
Everybody, we hope that you have a great night. ขอบคุณน้องอุ่นนะคะ Thank you.
Thank you the team นะคะขอบคุณนะคะ
รอดู YouTube นะคะ
ขอบคุณนะคะทุกคนฝันดีนะคะวันนี้บ๊ายบาย
บา